My husband said our daughter was faking her seizures, so he took all our money and abandoned us. Now he's back and wants a do-over. The day after our daughter Lily got diagnosed with epilepsy, my husband Daniel announced he was done being manipulated by female hysteria. He stood in our kitchen holding printouts from men's rights forums that explained how women train their daughters to fake medical conditions for attention and control. She only has these so-called seizures when she wants something, he said, while Lily was literally in the hospital recovering from a grand mal seizure that 3 doctors had witnessed. You coached her to do this to trap me in this marriage. I thought he was having a breakdown until I saw he'd already packed his bags. I discovered he'd emptied our joint savings account the morning he left, $23,000 gone because he said it was reparations for years of emotional manipulation by hysterical females. Lily's anti-seizure medications cost $800 a month without his insurance, and I had to choose between her prescriptions and keeping the electricity on. He sent exactly 1 email saying Lily could stop having fits whenever she decided to stop punishing daddy, and that he found a group of men who understood what he was going through with his toxic feminine household. I sold my car, worked double shifts at the hospital where I was a nurse, and moved back in with my parents at 34 years old. Lily had a seizure during her school day, and the emergency contact number for her father just rang and rang because he'd changed his number. I found his posts online celebrating 3 months of freedom from medical manipulation while I held my daughter through another EEG. His men's group even gave him some kind of achievement badge for breaking the chains of false female illness that he posted about proudly. He told his entire family at Thanksgiving that I was drugging Lily to make her seem sick, and his mother actually called CPS to investigate me for medical abuse, which meant a social worker watching me give my daughter her prescribed medication while I sobbed. When Lily's seizures got worse and she needed an emergency surgery evaluation, I had to beg my brother for a loan while Daniel posted pictures from a cruise his group took to celebrate their freedom from feminine toxicity. The neurologist said Lily asked him why her daddy thought she was lying, and he had to explain that sometimes adults get confused about medical facts. Daniel even sent divorce papers demanding I pay him alimony because he claimed I'd emotionally damaged him with our daughter's fake illness. For 3 years, I kept us afloat while he lived in a house with 6 other divorced men who all believed their families had medically gaslit them. Lily needed brain surgery to help control her seizures, and I had to start a GoFundMe to pay for it, while her father posted photos from his brotherhood retreats in Vegas. Last Tuesday, the doorbell rang at 8 in the evening, and there was Daniel, holding grocery store flowers that still had the clearance sticker on them and looking at his feet. I've been doing some thinking, he said. No apology, no acknowledgement, just maybe I was too harsh about the seizure thing. He explained his men's group had evolved in directions he wasn't comfortable with, which I later learned meant they'd kicked him out for not paying rent at their shared house. I still think Lily plays up her condition for attention, he said, but I'm willing to accept that maybe some of it might be real. He wanted to reconnect with his family because a man needs to know his legacy, and mentioned how he'd been sleeping in his car for 2 weeks. That's when Lily walked into the hallway with her service dog, the surgical scar still visible on the side of her head where they'd done the temporal lobe resection. Is that the man who said I was faking? She asked me, not even looking at him. Daniel tried to step forward for a hug, but she backed away, her hand on her dog's collar. Princess, things got complicated between mommy and daddy, he said, already rewriting history. But I'm here now. He looked at her like she should be grateful. I'm your father, he said, like that meant something. No, Lily said, her voice steady and clear. You're the guy who called me a liar while I was having a seizure and then stole my college fund. Daniel's face went red and he started to say something about how we were being dramatic, but Lily cut him off. I almost died during surgery. The surgery you said I didn't need for the seizures you said I didn't have. Mom sold her car to pay for my medicine. We live with grandma and grandpa now because of you. Daniel mumbled something about everyone overreacting but couldn't actually say the words. I was wrong, just kept insisting we shouldn't dwell on the past and that he was ready to be a family again. I told him to leave immediately and never come back. You'll regret this when she needs a father figure, he said. And Lily responded, I needed a father 3 years ago when I was scared I was dying, not now when you need a place to crash. He left, but not before asking if I could spot him $40 for gas.